Здравейте, lovely people! Long time no see, but today I'm here with another traveling video, and actually it is a weekend getaway from the big city to Central Balkan, where we're having a short break, a fresh breath air from the mountains. Because this Friday we decided to have a short trip, and in the weekend we have plans with Kanatica, the dance group from Ruse, that I have one video sharing how we spent a typical New Year Eve, dancing in front of people, entertaining them, celebrating the New Year. And this weekend, well, we are going to celebrate 5 years since the group is established. But before that, I'm going to share with you my Friday, because right now I am at a very, very beautiful place, and I wanted to share that with you. Actually, I'm going to start this video backwards. So first I'm going to share right now the moment, the house, the guest house where we're staying at, and afterwards I'm going to actually continue to the first stop we had for today. That was actually the Ethnographic museum that is located outside, that is called Etar. That is near Gabrovo, and basically the guest house that we're staying today is very, very close by this museum. So it's actually a perfect combination of first of all enjoying the revival period of Bulgarians, because this ethnographic museum basically represents how people used to live and how they handcraft everything back in the past. And after this you can have your mountain escape here. And what is special about this place is because the guest house, I found it on booking.com. I would say it's not very commercial one, it's not popularized yet, because I reserved it this Tuesday morning and today is Friday and it was free. We're staying here only for one night, but from the moment we saw where it actually is located, because it's on top of a hill, and the view and how it looks like overall, the atmosphere you can get from here, I immediately turned off my network on my phone and I just stayed for minutes staring at the mountains view, because it's something that recharges you immediately. And as I'm speaking about the view, please enjoy the next 30 seconds. As you saw, it's such peacefulness. It's such, for me, it's a breathtaking view, but also the overall the feeling you have here that you're in the mountains, you're totally alone, nobody can interrupt you for something. Yes, indeed, you have neighborhood houses, you can see the cock from the neighbors screaming there, but it's part of the village life, and it's very, very unique, very For me, recharging, but at the same time, because young people prefer to stay at the big city because, well, there is the big work and the big money. I would say it's becoming like extinct to have such house in a small village. And for this one here, there are two brothers that hosted us. They welcome us, very, very warm welcome. And basically the house, right now we're only 2 people, but the house is suitable for 6 people. And basically it's the whole place only for us, for a reasonable price, only 80 levels, which is like 40 euros. Which is amazing because you have kitchen, you have all the utilities you need. You have a garden, you have even like table with benches where you can enjoy your food as well. You can have the kitchen with all the utilities you need to cook as well. You have the bathroom and you have 6 legs. Legs. 6 beds. Okay, so now I will actually show you the house, but I will start from inside out. And don't expect luxury furniture or something that you'll be quite impressed, but it will be very, very authentic atmosphere inside, because yes, they renovated some stuff. For example, they mentioned that the rooftop is all renovated, and they also left some of the materials, some of the things that the Bulgarian grandparents would have and still use. And this is very well known for Bulgarians, that whatever your grandparents had back in the time, basically it's that well good as a production that you can still use it nowadays. So yeah, and afterwards I will show you the yard and how beautiful it is and how green it is, and even there are 2 lovely cats that welcome every guest, of course. So yeah, let me show you. Okay, so now when we're entering, we should leave our shoes here. And from the moment you enter, the very first thing you see here is this phone. I have no idea since when is the phone, but it's so authentic and they kept it. And of course it's not connected and it's not working, but it's just the very beginning, the first thing you see. Mamma mia. And this clock, I mean, this is the very first thing when I see and I think about grandpa. Yes, indeed, it's not working, but they actually keep the authenticity of this house. Here you have the microwave and there you have the kitchen. Yeah, it's not something special, but basically you have everything that you need. Here is the microwave, you have the fridge, that is all for you, even a freezer. You have the oven, a sink with everything you need. Hello there. And of course all of these cupboards are full with cutlery, with glasses, with cups, and everything basically you need for the stay. Because here the water is not drinkable from the tap, they give us some bottles and some coffee here. And because, well, it is summer, hot summer, they also give us like the sparrows for the mosquitoes, which is perfect for us. Here you have the first 2 beds, the TV. Then we continue further with the next room, again 2 beds, TV. Here you also have this bathroom, which actually, like this color, this type of material and everything, this is like you're going back in last century and You're right in our grandparents' house. Like they kept it and it's amazing. Okay, here I will show you a little bit later. And this is the next room where we're actually sleeping. Two of them, they have the AC. It's actually very, very cool inside. It's not hot at all. So we are not gonna even turn on the ACs. It's because everything is protected. And I mean, look at the view from the window. You also have the net here, so you're protected. But look at this. And now the moment that I've been speaking, and that's my favorite part of the house. It's the front yard. Here I think this used to be like a barbecue, but right now it's not usable. And here is the place where you can have lunch, breakfast, dinner, whatever you would like. And the view from here. And you just sit there and enjoy the view. So it's quite a big yard, and of course here is our welcoming guest. Hello. Here there is another part where there is like upper yard where there is a more straight area. And here below, down under the house basically, here there is another sink where you can, well, wash your stuff. Here, please enjoy the couch. It's quite comfortable, where you can also have a good view. And also the trees. Here you can have an apple, for example. Here there is another one. And here you can have some fruits. So yeah, more or less that's it. And here's another beautiful welcoming host. Hello. A small rose that is going to grow very, very beautifully. A wooden car, no, a wheel of a car that is very typical for the region. Not only for the region, but in Bulgaria, when you have a tavern, they usually put such wheels as a decoration. Here you can have more beautiful sight from the garden. So you can see that these people put quite a lot of effort, and it's really enjoyable to see how these people are actually working first to preserve what they have, and secondly, well, basically to earn some extra money. Okay, so now will be the time to tell you a little bit more about the Ethnographic Museum Etar. This is the place. It's located at the Central Balkan, next to Gabrovo. That's the bigger city you can find. For this one, this is like a closed complex. This is a place where you need to pay in order to enter, and I would say it's very cheap, 10 levels for adults, and I think the price is half of it for students, for old people, and even their kids, that they can enter for free, which means that you pay €5, and for the next 2-3 hours you can spend quite enjoyable time there. And what is so special about this place is because it is preserved in such a unique way, because it's from the revival period, which the revival period for Bulgaria, this is between middle of 18th century until the second part of 19th, and it's revival because this was basically the time when Bulgarians were fighting for their freedom from the Ottoman Empire. And there, when you enter this museum, everything it's with this typical architecture. And there are quite a lot of small villages with the same architecture as well, by the way, where they actually preserved what they used to have, and the focus there is to present, to showcase how people used to do everything by themselves. So what is typical for these houses is that you have on the first floor the place for working depending on your specialty, and on the second floor is the place where Bulgarians families used to live, either one or more than 2-3 generations at the same time. So what they had basically is just a bedroom, and they used to sleep on the floor back then, and then you have a living room together with the fireplace where they also used it for cooking, but also for heating the house. What is special there, I will dive more into what exactly is represented there, but it looks like when you enter this closed area, when you enter, you have the feeling that the time just has stopped there. And because I visited this place 3 years ago, 10 years ago as well, and nothing has changed. People still preserve it, still put a lot of efforts to keep it the way how it used to be. And there are a lot of signs, there are a lot of even presentations on TVs, videos where people are showcasing what exactly has been done, because in different houses, every different house represents different handcraft, what Bulgarians used to do. And from the very first moment, right before the entrance, there is this big I think it's like a mosaic, but it's an art piece, that there are two women, and basically this is to welcome guests, to welcome Bulgarians, foreigners, whoever is visiting the place, visualizing the most important values from the Bulgarian culture, which is the home, the bread, there is also the sun, and the earth. And with this, they would like to communicate the message, to continue preserve what we have as a culture, as beliefs, as values. And everything is very green, it's clean. They have the staff basically to keep the forest overall, the green areas organized, ordered. And at the very beginning there is also like a tavern where you can have lunch. I remember I visited a few years ago, and to be honest I wasn't very pleased and I wasn't very satisfied with what they offered, but of course the prices are a little bit higher than usual what you would get in the village, for example. And from then, when you continue further, basically the whole beautiful environment and atmosphere starts. We were lucky because it was Friday and there weren't a lot of people as well. But at the very beginning, there is also a lot of, let's say, constructions that are using water, because in the past they used to build the houses, but also this handcraft. Oh, there is a big, my god. They used to build their houses by nearby waters, because for them this was one of the main sources for movement overall. The mechanism of these constructions that they've been using for their practice, for their workforce. And it's quite beautiful because it's still preserved till nowadays. Yes, some things do not work as they used to be, because the purposes that is used for, we don't use it anymore in that way. There is this braid mill, which is very interesting to look how actually works. So you have this whole system where actually the movement of the water is moving the mechanism of where actually the braid itself is moving and is doing the whole braid. And it's basically at the end there is a very heavy stone that is pulling the end material, the final material. So at the end, when everything is done and the stone reaches the floor, the machine stops working. And it's very interesting to see how everything is proceeding. Very, very beautiful, because that time when we were there, there was exposition of a woman. She's preserving different Bulgarian folklore costumes for women from different areas, different regions, and it was just magnificent to see them so close by. But not only close, also different potteries for different occasions, that they preserve different types of liquids. Either they are prepared, they're developed for specific occasion, like a wedding, or for example just to sip your rakia, the Bulgarian traditional alcohol there. And also extremely beautiful jewelries they've been presenting there. So it was very, well, I would say shiny, but at the same time extremely beautiful to look. Also, another type of house you could see, for example, how leather has been crafted there. As mentioned, all of these houses on the first floor is the place where the men of the family used to work, and on the second floor there is the family rooms basically. And there are also a lot of people that they produce different kind of materials, like pottery, which is very traditional for Bulgarians to have pottery at their houses. Especially even nowadays, people roast meat and vegetables inside. So nowadays even people still use it for cooking, and this is the place where basically it's decorated in extremely beautiful flowers, colors as well. But also there is this typical decoration in this type of pottery, that people learn how to do it. They study how to do it. And there is this pastry place where you can have different types of candies from I don't know if there are from this era, but for example we tried waffle with lokum, which is something that I haven't tried before, and definitely not my type of sweetness that I would like to get, but a lot of people actually enjoy it. And yeah, you can also have the opportunity to enter literally every one of the houses. The place is suitable for a lot of kids because they also have this opportunity to play games and to learn a lot of things, and you can touch, you can see, you can smell as well. A lot of interesting experiences they've been creating there. So what's it for us now? We're about to leave very soon, and after 1 hour of driving probably we'll visit another place. I don't know, we have to decide which road we're going to take, but we're going to another small village, of course, that is called Vojneža. I think this will be the very needed by me weekend getaway that I needed, and I would say very well deserved by me as well. So yeah, let's see what the day has for us. We traveled straight to the location where the guest house with Kanatica was. We enjoyed the moments together. I didn't film at all because, well, we had a lot of surprises for each other. We spent some time, we enjoyed the food, music, and that was the most important thing from that trip. And that's it from this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.